starts in Southern California. I was traveling with my husband and 3 sons. Went for a run on the beach one morning, got in our motorhome soon after that to begin the day's travels, and within an hour we were involved in a 6-vehicle accident, and the other 5 vehicles were semi-trucks. Thankfully, my husband and kids were not hurt, but unfortunately I was. I had been sitting in the passenger seat, which is where the impact was. I was crushed and pinned pretty much my whole lower body, lost consciousness soon after the accident happened. Was helicoptered to the local hospital where I hung between life and death for a few days. Machines kept me alive for over a week, and it was life and death threatening because I had lost so much blood due to all my injuries. For the medical experts in the field, you know this, an average person has 8 units of blood, and in the first day, I was given 45 units. I figure with the diverse population in Southern California, I now have the UN living in me. I woke up to find out about my new reality roughly 12 days later, found out that my one leg had gained some hardware, the other leg was almost amputated. Doctors didn't know how or if my shattered pelvis would ever heal, and they also didn't know if I would be able to walk again. Fast forward 8 years, and I completed a marathon on the anniversary of the accident on my own 2 feet. So how did I do that? Am I superhuman, or did something unnatural happen? While that new hardware in my leg might make me somewhat bionic, I'm not an android. There was no overnight success. There was no quick miracle. It was a step-by-step recovery. Totally lost my train of thought. Initially, I did think I would recover quickly, but then hurricane reality hit, and I struggled with depression for about 2 years. I had ongoing surgeries for 4 years, and I was just simply mad and depressed for a long time. Thankfully, I found a good counselor. Counselors are not magical. They can't fix it for you, but they can give you tools to help you process life and be able to move forward. One thing that I began to realize is, obviously, I couldn't change what happened or the body I now had, but I could make choices in how I responded to it and went forward. And one thing that I chose to do in my response was change some mindsets I had that were actually feeding my depression. From my almost Amish upbringing to many other worldviews, many people believe everything happens for a reason. Feeling like there was a reason for the hell I was going through, and knowing that other people go through a lot more, was enough to make me want to kill myself. And that's when I decided this idea had to go. Some things simply happen, like my accident, like the injuries, and like my funky leg. Speaking of the leg, the next slide is of it. It shows you why they almost amputated it, because 70% of the soft tissue, muscle, and skin was lost between the knee and the ankle. They saved it, thankfully. Works amazingly well today, but it definitely was difficult to accept. But I decided, funky or not, life is too short to be miserable. I was going to do what I can. I found exercises that my beat-up legs could do. I changed to a plant-based diet so that I have all the nutrition that I can give my body, and I began slowly recovering more and more. As I recovered more, I started taking long walks and then biking, and then 4 years after the accident, returned to running. But from those first running steps to that marathon, again, it did not happen overnight. It took another 4 years. I did 5Ks the first year, 10Ks the next year, and then I did a few half marathons to see how my body would hold up with continual training before I tried that full marathon. So what does all this mean for you? It means that if I can overcome major obstacles step by step, you can too. Allow yourself time to process, get help that you need, explore options. And I had to change some mindsets and some of my lifestyle to learn how to live well again. What do you have to change? And then, of course, get moving. Do what you can where you are today. Don't look at the people ahead of you, but just focus on what you can do, because that's you and because you can. I now share my story a lot as a writer and a speaker, and I do that because I want everyone to know, whether they've been hit by 5 trucks or it just feels like you were hit by 5 trucks, that you can do so much more than you give yourself credit for. So do what you can.